Okay, hello. Welcome to the Faculty of Humanities and Education at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. I'm so pleased that you could join us this evening as we take you through all of our offerings at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill in Barbados. It's beautiful and sunny here. We are under COVID restrictions and teaching remotely, but we hope that that changes very soon with all of the vaccines and measures that are being taken globally to address these concerns. So we really want to welcome you to campus in the near future. I wanted to spend a little time taking you through what we offer at the Faculty of Humanities and Education. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Tara Ennis. I'm Deputy Dean Outreach for the Faculty of Humanities and Education. We're joined this evening by Thasher Luton, who is one of our students in the faculty and very vocal as a student representative on the Guild as well. So welcome to the faculty. I know you're going to enjoy perusing all of our offerings in the Faculty of Humanities and Education, as it is primarily one of the reasons why you want to join us here at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill is to experience the culture, the history, the our student life, all of the things that make our faculty very, very rich and culturally diverse. Right. So here at the Faculty of Humanities and Education, you can learn all about human culture, but particularly Caribbean civilization. That's what we specialize in. We look at all aspects of Caribbean history and culture, the origins of the first peoples coming into the region, all of the groups that came to the region and gave back and contributed to the development of Caribbean civilization. This is what we explore primarily in our faculty, and we want to share that knowledge with you. Research into the human experience adds knowledge about our world, and a humanities education will equip you with skills for life. We've had many, many exchange students take our courses in the faculty, and they've always been very pleased with our in-depth knowledge of Caribbean culture and its place in the world. There's so many career paths in the humanities. I know some of you are probably looking at choosing some breadth courses or electives, and we do offer a variety of different subjects in the Faculty of Humanities, from literatures in English to linguistics and languages. So here you could even study a number of different languages that we have on offer that we will share with you shortly. In education as well, history, psychology, philosophy, and theology. There's so many career paths that you can choose, so many career paths that are of value to the region and will be of value to you globally as well. So a humanities education is really one of the ways to go, especially in dealing with and grappling with many of the issues that we find ourselves dealing with today. So many very well-known celebrities and icons have humanities degrees, and we always like to emphasize this because it is such a diverse degree. It is something that allows you maximum adaptability and flexibility in the workplace. It allows you to understand human culture and behavior. And we want you to have that kind of exposure because that's what lends value to your place in the workplace. So we really want you to have exposure to as many fields as possible in the humanities. We offer a Bachelor of Arts degree as well as a Bachelor of Education. We want to emphasize all the time the importance of languages, especially in the workforce. So we serve a multilingual Caribbean. So we have courses in Spanish and French. We also offer courses in Chinese and Portuguese. And this is very, very important to our region's development because of the historic linguistic barriers that have separated several territories in the region. These are important places for us to learn about each other in the language of instruction of some of these territories. I teach in the Department of History and Philosophy. I'm very pleased to teach in this department. I love exploring Caribbean history. If you really want to understand again the Caribbean and the region's place in the world, the best way to do that is through history courses. We have such an exciting offering that I'm hoping that we can bring you a little bit of a video short at the end to kind of introduce you to what's on offer in the Department of History. Linguistics is also an area that we are very strong on. I can think of one of the primary texts, the kind of Bible of Caribbean linguistics, Richard Alsop's Caribbean Dictionary of Caribbean Usage. It's such a fantastic way to understand all of the different dialects and linguistic patterns across the region. We also offer literatures in English, and as many of you might know, we have some of the best writers in the world in the English language come from the Caribbean. Nobel Prize winning authors, as well as a number of very, very well-known authors are known internationally. We also offer courses in philosophy. A number of our graduate students and exchange students love our courses in philosophy, especially Caribbean and African philosophy, is a way of understanding a little bit more about the intellectual traditions of both Africa and the Caribbean. And we are very pleased to offer those courses. In the Faculty of Education, we have specialists in psychology, and they're very well known in terms of Caribbean psychology and theology as well. And this is primarily offered at one of our kind of satellite campuses, Codrington College, one of the most serene places on the island to visit. If you just want to get away, recharge, reflect, think on life, Codrington College is one of the most beautiful places, I think, on earth to do that. And those theology courses are open to all of our students at Cave Hill campus. So we want you to picture yourself here at the University of the West Indies. We want you to picture yourself in the Faculty of Humanities and Education. This is the quadrangle, the Humanities quadrangle at Cave Hill campus. And we're very pleased to welcome all of our students and you in the future. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to hand over to one of our students. I think the best way to learn about the experience of student life is to hear from students. So I'm going to hand over to Thatcher. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ennis. You said it right. You said so much about the humanities. Oftentimes people ask me like, why did you study Spanish? And I'm like, but I couldn't see my answer is always like, I can't see myself studying anything else really. I love Spanish. I am a trained teacher as well. And so of course I have been coming from the Faculty of Humanities and Education for the longest while. And then my other students will ask, but why didn't you study in Jamaica? Now, I'd studied in Jamaica before and I wanted a different experience. So hence, I didn't want to move away from the UE. So of course, I came to the Cave Hill campus, the UE Cave Hill campus, which is one of the most diverse campuses of all the campuses. I know for sure at the UE Cave Hill campuses, we meet so many different nationalities. It's not just it's a sense of regional pride. It's a sense of diversity. You meet people from different islands, from different international countries. And it is so nice. It is so nice to understand different cultures. And that is exactly what the humanities does as well. You have said it all. And of course, if I may add, I will say, not only that, the humanities also encourage us to think creatively. And it teaches us to reason about human being, and this is where the philosophy side of it comes in, and ask questions about the world. I have had the opportunity, even though I'd studied Spanish with education, I had the opportunity to do history. I did history with Dr. Carter. I did philosophy because I saw those subjects as being important, and of course I had learned a lot studying those courses. So in pointing out that we have many different disciplines in the Faculty of Humanities and Education, it also allows you to do electives out of your actual study, out of your actual degree. And that is what I love about the Faculty of Humanities and Education. I love understanding others through languages. I love understanding others through histories and culture. And this faculty has allowed me to do that. But then we might want to ask ourselves the question, why study in the Caribbean? Why the KVL campus? Because we want our students to come to the KVL campus. So of course, apart from, the Caribbean offering that diversity, that rich culture, that tropical climate and fine scenery that everybody loves, that our visitors love, that our students, exchange students love. I must say that in the Caribbean as well, and especially studying in Barbados, there is a little bit more affordability of cost of living. And it differs from international, it differs from studying at international universities. Not only that, you will also find that the tuition cost of higher education in the Caribbean is significantly less expensive than studying at another international university overseas. And not only that, because we want you to come not only for the degree, we want you to not only come for our pristine beaches and and the friendly faces that we have, but active learning experience such as studying abroad, really in the Caribbean, help our students to basically own their languages. And we have so many, because right now we have international students who are from France. This morning I had the opportunity to take out two. One is from Quebec and one is from France, and they love the. I mean, we're in a COVID environment now, so they can't really get the physical and the social engagement on campus, but they're still enjoying the campus life. And because they're living on the halls of residence, the intercultural communication is very good. And so, of course, that is another way of this is another experience that you would get from studying in the Caribbean. I would definitely, evidently, I love the Faculty of Humanities and Education. I'm a proud student, and I must remind people that I'm also the valedictorian for the class of 2020, and I'm from the Faculty of Humanities and Education. I would recommend any student to our degree programs. I specifically love modern languages, but as you said, Dr. Innes, there are so many other things you could do in the Faculty of Humanities. There's education, there's psychology, there's theology, there's literatures in English, there's a modern language aspect, there's linguistics, there's so much to offer. And of course, you're free to come. Welcome to the KVL campus and welcome to the Faculty of Humanities and Education. We're waiting for you, we're looking for you, and we will engage you.
Thank you so much. That was so enthusiastic. And I think you're one of the best ambassadors for our campus and for the faculty. Coming from Jamaica, you're a student who's not from our shores, and you have fit right into life at Cave Hill. So thank you so much for sharing your experience and bringing such enthusiasm to our audience here. I'm not sure if we are going now to the video, but there is a video that you can download at your convenience. Unfortunately, as you know, Zoom does not necessarily stream video that well all the time. So what we'll do is just go into, it's in the chat, I'm told. So do have a chance to download it. And this is the video from the Department of History and Philosophy. Have a look at what's on offer there. Dr. Carter, our head of department, is ready to welcome you to our courses and programs in the Department of History and Philosophy. Are there any questions or concerns or issues that anybody who's here they want to raise? Just looking to our participants here. Any other questions? How long are our master's programs? Well, it depends on what master's you want to do. And it depends on whether you enroll as a part-time or a full-time student. So if you're a part-time student, it's usually done over 2 years, although sometimes students might take a little bit longer if they're working. But it is at least 1 year full-time. Any other questions? That's a really good question. If you come as an international student, do you need a visa to work on the island? Um, that is a good question. I don't know the complete answer to that. I'm not sure if Thatcher
Yes,
knows.
yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. I can answer.
Okay.
Yes. So, if you come if you come as an international student, normally you go through the school, you get the student visa. You're prohibited to work, so you're not allowed to work. However, we should let these students know that on campus we have jobs, and they're for everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're an international student. The campus caters to all students. So we have jobs on campus. But originally, if you come on a student visa, you cannot work on the island.
Mm. Yes, that's a good. I know that there are limitations also on the number of hours that you can work as a student on campus, depending on whether you're part-time or full-time. Okay.
Okay, as well, Dr. Ennis, I could make mention too of our research students. So
Mhm.
if you're a research student, you'll be able to do the teacher assistant or the RA, the research assistant, and that is also a paid job on campus. So you'll be actually working alongside another lecturer. So that's another opportunity if you're a postgraduate student, a research student in particular.
Okay, great. Thank you. Some good questions. Kimmer says, great, thank you. Sounds like a fantastic environment. I'll look at your website. Well, thanks. Welcome to Cave Hill. If you want to visit our website, just remember it's www.cavehill.uwi.edu/FHE. Maybe that can be placed in the chat for everyone. I think, oh, it is. That's right. It was just placed in the chat for everybody to link to. All right, great. Um, if if there are any more comments or questions, we'd be welcome any more of those questions. And if you have any emails or questions you want to send by email, rather, it's humanities@cavehill.uwi.edu. Thanks for coming. It's been a wonderful little session. I'm glad to see one of our students. We hardly get to see our students at this point in time. But thank you so much for sharing your experience, Sasha, and thank you so much for attending our session today. We look forward to seeing you at Cave Hill very soon. Thank you.